Long ago, such foods wouldn't miss in the African diet. They are delicacies that were highly valued by Africans, the reason behind their strong and healthy bodies. But with advancements in industrialization, all this changed. As much as this revolution had some positive effects on the people of the African continent, it has had its own impact on the nutritional transition of African people. The healthy, wholesome, nutritional traditional foods have been replaced by processed, high-fat, high-sugar foods of significantly lower nutritional value.
Most concern is about the man-made food additives. For example, you're talking about the nitrates in preservation of meat. We're talking about the nitrites, the sulfites, the benzoic acid in fruit juices. So these are some of the examples of man-made food additives.
It is for this reason, therefore, that the Consumer Federation of Kenya has raised an alarm on the safety of food additives following the rising concern among consumers on the safety of processed foods and beverages. In addition to the decreased physical activity levels associated with improved technology and infrastructure, this transition has contributed to an increase in lifestyle diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, hypertension, and some forms of cancer.
Many Kenyans believe that cancer is caused by witchcraft and the fact that it could be a punishment. The worry for Kenyans has not been diagnosis, it has been more about treatment of cancer.
There's a correlation studies on food additives causing, overconsumption of food additives causing health problems like cancers. We find that there are some food additives that are carcinogenic. For example, the nitrates in meat preservation. We are talking about artificial sweeteners in soft drinks.
It is amazing how harmful food additives find their way into our foods to help ease processing, packaging and storage in spite of the strict laws that control the use of food additives in the Kenyan market and the stringent tests that they have to go through before being used in the foodstuffs. But how do you know what food additive is in that box of macaroni and cheese, and why does it have such a long shelf life? Statistics show that a typical African household spends about 90% of their food budget on processed foods, many of which cause dire consequences to our health.
You should not overdo this food. You should not eat a lot of these foods. Treat yourself once in a while, but don't eat these foods often. You can make your own snack at home, which is actually homemade prepared. So that is my advice on food additives.
But how well are these manufacturers informed on the harmful effects of some of these additives?
Awareness levels have been very low, in terms of people knowing the link.
Sometimes we have products that we are not able to adequately enforce the law and the standards. But the standards are there. It's just to improve our capacity for enforcement and be able to ensure that all manufacturers in food and processed foods observe these standards.
A situation that has caused the Consumer Federation of Kenya to initiate countrywide forums to discuss the safety of food additives with food manufacturers.
We hope that we can cover more counties and particularly get to the villages. We're also hoping that we can work with the mainstream media in this country and even the social media to be able to pass this message, particularly to Kenyans who have not been able to come for this meeting.
Here's a list of the top food additives to avoid. Some of the artificial sweeteners are believed to be carcinogenic, and medics say that they account for more reports of adverse reactions than all other foods and food additives combined. They further say that if taken in large amounts, the sweeteners may lead to a wide variety of ailments, including brain tumor, diabetes, chronic fatigue, emotional disorders, among many. Monosodium glutamate is an amino acid used as a flavor enhancer in many restaurant foods. It is said to contain a substance which overexcites cells to the point of damage or death. Medics say that regular consumption of this additive may result in adverse side effects which include depression, disorientation, eye damage, fatigue, headaches, and obesity. Trans fat is used to enhance and extend the shelf life of food products. This additive is formed by a process called hydrogenation, and medical experts reveal that they highly increase the bad cholesterol levels while decreasing the good cholesterol, increasing the risk of heart attacks, heart disease, and strokes. Medics also say that artificial colorings which are found in most food dyes may contribute to behavioral problems in children and lead to a significant reduction in IQ. Also, most of these artificial food colorings have been proven to cause thyroid cancer and that they may also interfere with the brain nerve transmission.
We should minimize the grabs that we eat. If you feel like taking a snack, it is easier, it's cheaper, and it's easy to make a snack at home.
These are just but a few of the food additives that one should avoid. However, the traditional African diet provides many benefits. They are high in fiber, have low sodium and fat levels, are natural and organic, among other benefits.
You should check your labels when you're buying these foods in the supermarkets. Make sure that you know which ingredients have been added to the foods in the market. And then we also find that people with special diets, we are talking about diabetes, we're talking about asthma, they should visit their dietitian and their doctors so that they can be able to be advised on what kinds of foods they should avoid and those that they should minimize.
So, the next time you get into a food store or supermarket to buy your products, think again. Ensure that you are extra keen on the product's composition. Malaa Kivila, Healthy You.